Nail prep. Before beginning the Nexgen process, it is important that your client sanitize their hands. Start by using a fine sand band to remove the shine from the nail bed. This prevents the client's nail from being damaged. When drilling the nail, be sure to gently remove shine and cuticles off the nail bed. This will prevent the nails from lifting. It is important to note that the drilling process should be done gently and with little pressure. The whole purpose is to remove the shine from the nail bed. For clients with sensitive nails or cuticles, a cuticle pusher may be used instead of a drill to remove any excess cuticles. Finished by removing the shine with a buffer. Pink and white set with tips. After completing the nail prep process and applying tips, it is important to straighten out the tips with a file. As well as removing the shine from the tips. This will make it easier to achieve a French smile line while dipping. Use a brush to clean the prep nails. For this process, you will need Nexgen Prep, Probase, Activator, and Finish Gel. Apply the prep to the natural nails. The Probase liquid is very sticky. It is not recommended to wipe any excess liquid off of the brush onto the opening of the bottle, as this may cause clogging of the opening. The correct way to use the Probase is to dip the brush and acquire the right amount of liquid needed, and pulling the brush straight out. Before applying the Probase, open the French white and desired pink powder. When applying the Probase, start from one side of the nail and work your way to the other side of the nail. Be sure to brush lightly with low pressure. This will allow the Probase to be spread out evenly. Shake the French white powder side to side at a forward tilt angle to level out the powder. Use the client's finger as a guide. Place the finger on the rim of the jar and slide forward slowly to the desired amount of white. Use a finger to tap the excess powder off, and then dip the finger into the pink powder using a scooping motion. Again, tap the excess powder off of the nail. It is important that the pink powder has a wet appearance after the first dip. If not, then not enough probase was applied to the nail. Repeat this process one more time. Remember to brush lightly with low pressure. After the second dip, you may continue dipping the nail into the pink to make the nail thicker. Apply this process to each nail. The scooping method is recommended and shown throughout this DVD. After you have dipped 5 fingers, the nails will not dry until the activator is applied. Be sure that you and the customers are satisfied with the French smile line. If not, you can use your drill or file to remove it. This will allow you to re-dip the nail. When the nails are satisfactory, apply the activator to all 5 fingernails. It is important to apply the activator to the entire nail. Dry the nails with a fan and start the process on the other hand. After all 10 nails are dry, use a file to shape the nails. Nexgen nails are easy to file, and again, a low amount of pressure is sufficient when filing. This will ensure a more comfortable experience for your clients. After shaping the nails, you can use a fine carbide bit or medium-grade sandband to smooth out and level the nail. Traditional acrylic nails usually have excess powder around the cuticles, which requires the tech to drill deep into the cuticle, causing the clients to discomfort, and not to mention damage to the nails. Nexgen nails does drip into the cuticle, but the effect is minimum. Simple low-pressure drilling around the cuticles should be surface. This will prevent drill marks from appearing on your client's nails. Nexgen is a very light product, which is why low-pressure methods are very efficient. It is important to note that the drill bit is laying flat around the cuticle area. After drilling the nails, use a buffer to further smooth out the nails. After you are finished with each hand, have the customer rinse their hands with only water, no soap. After your client's hands are washed, you will need activator and finish gel. The activator is needed to dry the finish gel. Apply activator to the first 5 fingers and fan dry. Proceed to the other hand, and again, apply activator to each finger and fan dry. We then proceed with 2 applications of finish gel and fan dry for 1 to 2 minutes. After the nails are dried, apply oil to moisturize. Pink and white overlay. After prepping the nails, apply Nexgen prep and have pro base and powder ready. As mentioned before, the correct technique is to pull the brush straight out. It is not recommended to wipe excess pro base onto the opening. When applying the pro base, start from one side of the nail and work your way to the other side. Make sure to brush lightly with low pressure. This allows the pro base to be spread out evenly. Shake the French white powder side to side in a forward tilt angle to level out the powder. Use the client's finger as a guide. Place the finger on the rim of the jar and slide forward slowly to the desired amount of white. Use a finger to tap excess powder off. Now, proceed to dip the finger into the powder using a scooping motion. Again, tap the excess powder off. It is important that the pink powder has a wet appearance after the first dip. If not, then not enough pro base would apply to the nail. Now, apply the second dip using the same method. Remember to brush lightly with low pressure. When done, apply the activator and fan dry. Continue onto the other hand. When you are finished, shape, smooth, and have your clients rinse their hands. No soap. Apply finish gel as instructed. Nexgen color sets with tips. After prepping the nails and applying tips, apply Nexgen prep to the natural nail. For this set, we use one of Nexgen's color, Dallas C50. Nexgen currently has 50 colors available. Anytime a tip is applied, there will be a ridge where the tip meets the nail bed. Before applying the color, you need to fill in the ridge. Use Nexgen's Crystal Set powder to fill in the ridge. Apply Nexgen Pro Base at the ridge only. You can do 1 or 2 nails at a time. Now that the nails are level, you can apply the color as mentioned before and throughout this DVD. It is important to pull the brush straight out of the bottle, apply Pro Base with low pressure, and dip the nail in the color powder using the scooping motion. Tap the excess powder off. Now apply to the next finger. When using Nexgen colors, it is important to dip each nail once before doing the second dip, as this will allow the colors to dry before applying the second dip. This helps prevent the color powder from getting stuck on the brush. After the first dip is complete, repeat this process for the second dip. After the second dip, apply activator and fan dry, while continuing onto the other hand. When you are finished with both hands, shape the nails with a file. After shaping is done, smooth the nails out with a fine carbide or medium sandband. Remember to drill gently around the cuticle area with low pressure. Use a buffer to smooth out the nails and have client rinse with water only, no soap. As mentioned before, always apply activator before applying finish gel. After applying activator, fan dry for 5 seconds and then apply 2 coats of finish gel. Fan dry for 1 to 2 minutes. When nails are dry, apply cuticle oil. Nexgen Color Overlay. After prepping the nails, apply Nexgen Prep. For this set, we use the color South Beach C17. Apply Pro Base with low pressure and dip into the color. Remember that when applying color, dip one coat on each nail before proceeding onto the second dip. When finished, apply activator and fan dry, while continuing onto the other hand. After both hands are done, shape, smooth, and apply finish gel. Nexgen Natural Sets. After prepping nails, apply Nexgen Prep. Apply Pro Base and dip. Repeat this process one more time. Nails can also be extended with tips. When finished, apply activator and fan dry, while continuing onto the other hand. Shape the nails with a file and smooth the surface with a fine carbide bit. Most overlay does not require a lot of drilling. Buff the nails and have your client rinse with water only. Apply activator and then apply the first coat of finish gel. For natural sets, if the clients prefer nail polish, use only one coat of finish gel, because the first coat of Nexgen finish gel dries in seconds. You can apply nail polish immediately. For clients that choose not to polish their nails, apply a second coat of finish gel. Remember, if using nail polish, only one coat of finish gel is required. Also, if using nail polish, apply any regular top coats. Nexgen pink and white fields with tips. Using extra coarse carbide, remove 50% of the product off nails. Nexgen nails are easy to drill. Removing 50% does not take as much time as traditional acrylic pink and white. After 50% of the product has been removed, use fine paper sandband to remove shine and cuticle off the back of the nail, where the new nail growth is. Remember to take time in prepping the nails. Lifting occurs as a result when nails are not properly prepped. When finished, apply Nexgen Prep. Prep is designed for real nails beds. Prep is not needed on the area that still has product. When applying Pro Base, start from one side of the nail and work your way to the other side. Make sure to brush lightly with low pressure. This allows the Pro Base to be spread out evenly. Shake the French white powder side to side in a forward tilt angle to level out the powder. Use the client's finger as a guide. Place the finger on the rim of the jar and slide forward slowly to the desired amount of white. Use the left or right finger to tap the excess powder off. Now, dip pink powder on the nail using a scooping method. Tap any excess powder off. Make sure that the pink powder has a wet appearance after the first dip. If not, that means not enough Pro Base was applied. Apply the second dip using the same method. Remember to brush lightly with low pressure. If you want the nail to be thicker after the second dip, continue dipping into the pink. Now, continue onto the other finger. Apply activator and fan dry. Finish the nails as instructed in previous chapters. Nexgen pink and white fills on natural nails. Pre-cut 2x2 aluminum foil and take a small cotton ball filled with acetone. Place the cotton ball onto the nail bed and grab properly so the air will not dry out the acetone. The advantage of this process reduces the heavy drilling for backfills. It is also more comfortable for the clients. Clients can read magazines or have the pedicure before they fill. The product will be softened in 5 to 10 minutes. After 5 to 10 minutes, remove all foils and cottons. Use a medium sand band or hand file to remove the product. Remember, this process can only be used for clients who have their own natural nails. Now, use the fine sand band and gently prep the nails. Apply prep to natural nails. The Pro-Base liquid is very sticky. It is not recommended to wipe any excess liquid off of the brush onto the opening of the bottle, as this may cause clogging of the opening. The correct way to use the Pro-Base is to dip the brush and acquire the right amount of liquid needed and pulling the brush straight out. Before applying the Pro-Base, open your French white and desired pink powder. When applying Pro-Base, start from one side of the nail and work your way to the other side. Make sure to brush lightly with low pressure. This allows the Pro-Base to be spread out evenly. Shake the French white powder side to side in a forward tilt angle to level out the powder. Use the client's finger as a guide. Place the finger on the rim of the jar and slide forward slowly to the desired amount of white. Use the left or right finger to tap excess powder off. Now, dip pink powder onto the nail using a scooping motion. Tap any excess powder off. Be sure that the pink powder has a wet appearance after applying the first dip. If not, then not enough Pro-Base was applied. Now, repeat this process for the second dip. Remember to brush lightly with low pressure. After the second dip, you may continue dipping into the pink powder for a thicker appearance, if so desired. Continue onto the other fingers. Using the scooping motion is best when dipping the pink, as you see throughout this DVD. After you have dipped all 5 fingers, the nails will not dry until activator is applied. Make sure you and your client are satisfied with the French smile line. If not, you can use your drill or file to remove it and re-dip the nail. When all nails are satisfactory, apply the activator to all 5 fingernails. Make sure the activator is applied to the entire nail. Fan dry and start on the other hand. Nexgen color refill. For color refills, grab the nails with foil for 5 to 10 minutes, as instructed previously, to remove the previous color. After prepping the nails, apply the Nexgen prep. For the fill, we will be using the color South Beach C17. Apply Pro Base with low pressure and dip into the color. Tap any excess powder off. Remember, when applying color, dip once on each nail before applying a second dip. When finished, apply activator and fan dry, while continuing onto the other hand. After both hands are done, shape, smooth, and apply finish gel. Remember to apply activator before applying finish gel. Helpful hints. Nexgen removal. Pre-cut 2x2 aluminum foil and take a small cotton ball and fill it with acetone. Place the cotton ball on the nail bed and grab properly so air does not dry the acetone. Leave grabbed for 15 to 20 minutes for complete removal. Chipped nails. For minor chips, rough the chip area, apply a thick drop of Pro Base to the area, and dip powder repeatedly to build a ball. Then, use a finger to rebuild the nail. Keep in mind that when activating the fixed nail, apply activator on the top and bottom of the nail and fan dry for 30 seconds. Shape the nail and remove any excess product underneath the nail with a drill, smooth and buff. Using the cutter to make a smile line. Color powders have a different texture than the French white. In order to make color tips, you will need a pink cutter. Pink cutters are available at your local nail supply store. For color tips, Crystal Pink Set and Crystal Set are recommended. After prepping the nail, apply Pro Base and dip the pink first. Then, apply a second pink dip to the same nail. Before using the cutter, make sure that the nail looks powdery by dipping more pink powder to the area that will be cut. Then, use your cutter to cut the smile. After cutting the smile, apply Pro Base to the tip of the nail and dip in color. Now, apply a second coat of color to the tip. Activate, fan dry, shape, and smooth. Apply finish gel. Remember to apply activator before finish gel. When applying color tips, we recommend that you use the cutting method. Filling rich nails. Remember that in Chapter 4 of this DVD, we filled the ridge before applying the color powders. For pink and white, fill in the ridge with crystal set powder after you are finished dipping the 2 coats of pink and white. Product explanation. If this is your first time using Nexgen nails, use permanent marker to write numbers on bottles as reminder. Prep 1, Probase 2, Activator 3, Finish Gel 4. Prep is a bond, Probase is used for dipping, and Activator is used for drying powder and finish gel. Finish gel is used for shine. Taking care of products. Use the blue brush softener to clean Probase brush and finish gel brush. The Probase liquid is very sticky. It is not recommended to wipe any excess liquid off of the brush onto the opening of the bottle, as this may cause clogging of the opening. The correct way to use the Probase is to dip the brush and acquire the right amount of liquid needed, and pulling the brush straight out.